So let me take you back. I was barely 20 years old the first time I've put on that cabin crew uniform. Not even fully adult yet, if I'm being honest. And suddenly I'm responsible for an entire cabin, or for a whole cabin full of strangers, 30,000 feet in the air. And that kind of thing grows you up fast. But here's the thing that nobody expects. I didn't just want to serve people their meals and get through the flight. I wanted to know people. I wanted to know them, especially the Filipinos. Every single flight, I'd find myself thinking, what is this person doing so far from home? Or what did they leave behind to be here? Even, what's their life actually like out here or out there, out wherever they are. So I remember a kuya. His name was Jun. I know it was June, and because it was pretty easy to remember. So it's Kuya Jun. He was a cabin cleaner, and I met him while we were in Dubai for a 45-minute transit. So basically, we were trying to redress the cabin and just preparing it for the next set of passengers that are coming in. So we got to talking a little, and while he was putting the headrest, etc., I was asking him, where are you from? He goes, I'm from Bicol. Oh, what do you do in Bicol? I was a teacher, an elementary teacher. Oh, of course, you could not imagine how I reacted. I was a little embarrassed actually, because I think it was inappropriate how I reacted, because he was a teacher and then now he's cleaning the cabin. Just was surprised. I said, oh, so what are you doing here? And then he goes, well, cleaning the cabin. Well, I didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable anymore, so I kind of wanted to stop asking him questions. So instead I offered to give him a cup of juice, a glass of juice, or something, a soda perhaps. But he didn't want anything, and then he just kind of followed me from the cabin to the galley and then said, yeah, I think I'll take that soda, a Coke please. And we have this mini Coke cans. So I gave him, as I gave him the drink, he started saying, well, you know how it is in the Philippines, your degree is useless because there's no available job for you. And I was talking about years, 35 years ago, or perhaps even more. This was in 88 or 89. And I do not know why, but whenever I get a turnaround flight to Dubai, I was kind of hoping that I get to see him more, so we get to talk more about it, or about his life, or maybe I could also share something about my life, but we never did. I never did. Little things like that, they actually stuck with me. It always comes back. That conversation always comes back. So eventually, a couple of years of working as a flight attendant in my first airline, went back to the Philippines, went back home, went back to school, actually, for personal reasons, because life happens. But when it was time to work again, I went right back to what I knew, flying. And honestly, same mission, just older eyes. I told myself, okay, this time I'm going to do something with all these stories. Maybe a documentary, something real about Filipinos living outside the country, but it never happened. So now I'll be honest with you. The people I connect with the easiest are Filipinos. Duh. Always have been. Well, same culture, same humor, same... I don't even have to explain half of what I'm feeling. There's a shorthand there. It's just easier. But the curiosity, it never really stayed in one country. It just kept growing. So when I moved here to the US, I ended up in a leadership role, supervising people. And on paper, sure, everyone on my team was American, but up close, completely different worlds. Different cultures, different ways of seeing things, different things that mattered to them, all wrapped up in that one word, American. It's not one thing. It never was. So, and that's when it really hit me. This wasn't just about Filipinos abroad. This was about people. How fascinated I am with people. that thread running through my whole life was that I kept ending up as a person other people told things to. Bunk passengers, co-workers, my own team. Somehow I was always the safe one to talk to. Never was the one who got asked. So here's a part that's harder to say out loud. I got married at the age of 49 or turning 49. Honestly, I've lost track at this point. And I think that says something on its own. Nobody tells you that's okay. That you can spend your whole life building something else first. Traveling, working, raising your child until he turns 18 or so, listening to everybody else's story, and marriage just comes later. Way later. And it's fine. Nobody prepares you for that timeline because nobody really talks about it. And I think there's a real shift for me right now. I spent my whole life asking. Now I'm finally ready to answer. Not because I've got it all figured out. I don't. Not even close. I just think I've got enough distance now to look back and actually say something true. Something real. Instead of just collecting everyone else's truth and keeping mine to myself. That is really what this is. I'm not here to tell you how to live your lives. I just want you to hear what nobody said to me. And maybe somewhere in there it helps you say yours. So that's me. That's where this all started. But this channel isn't just going to be about me talking into a camera every week, which is something new to me, by the way. That's not the point. The point was always the stories. All the ones I've been collecting for 30 years or so, from people all over the world. And eventually I want to bring some of them here too. Actual conversations, actual people, not just me remembering things. So we've got a lot coming. Want to talk more about getting married at 49, really get into it. Not just the headline version. I want to talk about being friends with my husband's ex-wife. Even my son, who I believe has so much to say. I want to talk about what it actually looked like leading people from completely different worlds who were all supposedly the same on paper. And I want to go back to those mid-air conversations. The ones that never made it into a documentary. That just sat with me for years until now. So nobody told us any of this was going to make sense later. It did not have to. It just had to happen. So I spent 30 years listening to other people's story. I'm just really glad I finally get to say mine out loud. So if any of this felt familiar, the late timelines, the being the listener thing, the not having it all figured out thing, stick around. There's a lot more where this came from. So I'm Z. This is Nobody Told Us. See you in the next